Hello everyone, welcome, Manithral here, welcome to the weekly RS3 update video. Sorry for the little giggles, I completely forgot I was wearing something from a previous video I just recorded, and it kind of threw me off a little bit. Anyway, today we are going to be going over the RuneScape update. Now, kind of bear with Jaggets, this is something that I've been having to kind of keep reminding myself to. Company is still currently going through the lockdown with the pandemic response. So the easiest thing for them to do right now is probably patch nodes or ninja strikes. I would imagine these are the easiest things to tackle. Bigger updates will probably start taking place more and more as the offices start opening up. Combined with their restructuring of how they release updates. So, there's just too much going on for them right now. But anyway, we got Ninja Strike number 6, which is the Grand Exchange themed Ninja Strike. So, it says, a bastion of commerce and trade in the heart of Gielinor. Who doesn't fear their spirits rise when they spot an iconic red and white awning as they return from a long day of bossing. So they installed a brand new client-side prediction feature, which means that all that fiddly communication between the server and your client at home has been reduced. So you know how when you go to type in, there's a kind of long delay when you're searching and all that kind of stuff. That should be solved now. That's essentially what they're trying to say, is that should be solved. So, let's say this is for here, you take it home 1,000 buckets when the quest only required 1, and as of after today, you'll be able to edit any of your offers in the Grand Exchange instantly without taking them down. Just edit. So they now have an edit option, which is actually at the top left of it instead of just their red X to cancel it. You have the top left button to actually edit it now, and the cancel button is actually right on the main thing now too, which is in the top right. So it's very easy to actually go and do that. The only thing is they should have more slots for people. Sorry. It's also easier to adjust the prices of the items you are looking to buy and sell with additional of plus and minus 20% buttons, which will appear next to the 5% ones. So they're giving more options. Honestly, there should be at least a 5, 10, 20, those kind of percents. When searching, up to 12 items will now appear in the results, as opposed to 6 as it was previously. Lastly, a favorited item tab has been added to the interface. Free-to-play players can list up to 6 items they buy frequently for easier access. Members can list up to 18 items. To select your favorites, either click the star next to the item after searching for it in the usual way, or search from the favorites tab. So now, as you can see at the top of the Grand Exchange, you have sale history sets. And then right next to it will actually be the favorites tab. So you can actually go in that way as well. And the main tab itself will be the Grand Exchange. Patch notes we'll get to here in a little bit. But don't forget your Twitch Prime. So you have 1 day left to claim your 14 days of membership with Twitch Prime. So from Tuesday, June 16th, from there on out, it will be Twitch Prime will be a premium currency pack, including 400 rune coins, 20 treasure hunter keys, and 80 hearts of ice. To claim this, all you have to do is link your RuneScape account with your Twitch Prime account, and then you'll be able to claim easier. So, live streams this week is Tuesday, June 16th at 1600 game time. Skillin' and Chillin' with Mod Porky. Thursday, June 18th at 1600 game time. Tutorials with Mod Stu and Mod Porky. And Saturday, June 20th at 1200 game time, featured streamer Spider Mash. There is also mentioning that there is a RS Boss's Instagram filter So that's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, they have their own Instagram filters now, and it says you can access the filter with the link that is on the main page that I'm reading from, or you can search RS Bosses on the Instagram camera menu, and you will be able to do this. And then there's the forum spotlight. This is this week's forum spotlight is a familiar face around these parts. Modkari wants to know what you think about this week's update. Rumor has it that she has connections to the ninja team, so there's anything else you'd like to see them tackle, now's the time to talk about it. So join in the conversation by clicking the main link on the main page. And before we get into the patch notes, it is worth mentioning Yak to the Shadows is coming. It doesn't give it does give an exact date, which is coming Monday, June 22nd, and it'll run until August 2nd. So do keep that in mind. And now we're going to head on over to the patch notes. So we got a fair amount of patch notes today. We got core improvements. Client-side prediction has been added to the Grand Exchange interface. This will result in more responsive and smooth experience while using the interface, all of the various buttons, and the search button function. A favorites tab has been added to the Grand Exchange. Items can be favorited by searching for an item in the tab or by using the star icon when buying or selling an item. Favorited items will show their guide price. Items can be selected from here to take you directly to buy offer. Keybinds have been added to favorite an item when in the buy or sell interface. Members can favorite 18 items and free to play can favorite 6. Players can now edit existing offers. There's an edit button that has been added. If you change your mind while editing an offer, you can cancel the edit and come back where you left off. An edit keybind has been added and can be accessed but when viewing a live offer. Note that editing an offer will reset your place in the offer queue. A plus and minus 20% buttons have been added to the buy sell, which is right next to the 5%. The overview interface has been adjusted for increased usability and readability. There is now a abort option. The wording for slots has been changed from empty to slot X, and the word buy sell have been added to the buttons for better usability. Existing offers will show a number next to their buy and sell wording. Current offers will now show their progress with a number. The drop shadow in the current offers box has been removed. The search window has been extended to show more results. The selected item will now be highlighted with the yellow outline. Any item you have favorited will also be marked with a yellow star icon. Clicking on the outside of the search bar will no longer clear your results. They can be cleared with the X button or the escape key. Additional improvements: the set's right-click long press option on the Grand Exchange clerks has been changed to favorites. Sets can now be accessed via interface or by talking to the clerks, which they actually have their own tab within the Grand Exchange category. There have been various text changes and font size increases for better description and increased readability, especially on mobile. The inventory displayed on mobile when using Grand Exchange has been changed to a 4x7 view. Long item names, especially for the translated language, are now truncated with an ellipsis on the overview page to stop them from breaking out of their boxes. The quantity, price, and total value boxes have been increased in size to better accommodate for the translated languages. The login messages, which tells you about the items in your collection box, now has a 10-minute cooldown to reduce chat spam when hopping worlds. Fixes: so clicking or tapping on the quantity and price input boxes will now deselect them. Dragging untradeable items to buy sell box on the overview interface will no longer initiate an empty offer. Right click options on the overview interface that remained on screen after using a keybind to buy sell will no longer change the selected offer type. On mobile, selected the price and quantity boxes are no longer moves the search box, so you can see what you're trying to type more clearly. Mobile improvements added a UI indicator if the action bar is locked on the action bar settings cog, added the location information when long pressing a lodestone in the home teleport UI. A device status panel has been added to the UI near the campus and minimap. This panel displays device status information to the user, including battery charge levels and connection status. Added an additional settings in the audio section on mobile that provides an independent toggle for audio streaming when using mobile data. Further improvement has been made to improve the display of the bank on mobile devices. Fix an issue that was text being cut in the music player. Fix an issue with the UI overlays during the Song of the Depths quest that caused them to overlap permanent parts of the top UI. Fix some issues with the Dungeoneering UI party members inspect feature on the mobile client. Fix some issues on the summoning trade-in UI where large numbers of sprites would appear at once, causing frames per second to drop. And fixed a small visual issue with the notes interface when rearranging notes on mobile. Other decent amount here. Improvements. The messaging for damage dealt for each poison in the bait game under now appears regardless of whether you skipped the cutscene or not. Thank you. The amount of damage dealt by each poison is now explained in the message, and each poison has a different text color. Protection player prayers now have descriptions that match the effect that they have when used by an NPC. Charge Training Cave is now mentioned in the skill guide when reaching level 91 fire making. Rainbow fish can now be used to feed animals in the player and farm as long as they eat fish, that is, of course. The Ironman symbol will now correctly show up on World Global Broadcast if you have your online status set to off. The Eat Food ability will now consume bandages within the Soul Wars minigame. Updated banker dialogue to refer to their employees as the branch of the Bank of Gielinor instead of the Bank of RuneScape. Improved the wording on the Armadillion Expert and similar archaeology achievements. Updated the museum guard dialogue at the Archaeology Guild to better clarify the reduced rate of chronos they offered compared to the collectors. Fixes. Fixed an issue that would cause inspect option on ore boxes to cut off words if that chat character limit was reached. Fixed the spacing within the Journal of Pjor in order to make the text more readable. Fixed an issue with the Xanax body might not appear during Death to Dorgashin if the player lost dead Xanax and returned to it in Lumbridge. Crafting molten glass will no longer state the wrong skill name in the Make X progress window. When setting Borax Task 1 to active in the quest guide, the breadcrumb trail will now lead to Borak. Fix an issue where the upgrade material for the Hunter Lodge at the Anachrony base could not be obtained when pelt resources were maxed. Quick chat options, quick chat will now correctly display Slayer Prestige for Vile Blooms. And finally, fix an issue with making bombs at a portable well. And that's actually it for this week, guys. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe down below. And until next time, later, guys.